Well, Boria Majumdar is live with us from Kolkata. Boria, let's not sidestep this. This is easily one of the most controversial moments in World Cup history.
Absolutely correct. And it could have shaped everything in this competition. It could have shaped this match. It has taken Italy out of the contest.
Yeah.
Will FIFA hand Luis Suarez a ban? If they do hand him a ban, it can be as long for 2 years, for 24 matches.
Yes.
The Uruguayans have tried to downplay it. They've said this is a construction by the British media. He's absolutely not guilty. They're calling Chiellini a false sport. They're saying, he's trying to make it up. But the fact is, if you see visual evidence, the man immediately went and showed his shoulder, and Luis Suarez was biting his lip. What was going on? Is he a fall guy? He's done it in the past. There is no question, Shiv, this will be debated the world over for days to come and will be one of the most controversial moments of this competition.
Well, absolutely, Boria, he's done it in the past, he's been punished in the past, he does it again, so clearly no lessons learned.
If he has in fact done it, that is the question, because it happened in the heat of the moment, the referee did not see it. If he has done it based on visual evidence, FIFA will have to take that call, then there is no question he has to be banned. It is not a suspension, it is a ban, a proper ban of more than a year. Because this is not allowed in the field of play. You cannot do this. You cannot bite an opponent. There is no way you can get away with that. The red card was a 50-50 one. It was a difficult, dodgy decision. And this one was just blatant nonsense. If this man has actually bitten Chiellini, he deserves not to play football in this World Cup at all.
Boria, this it isn't the first time it's happened, and it's perhaps the precise reason why it's okay to probably do it again. Action has never been really taken against Suarez in the past.
You're right, because and there the Italians have gone on record saying FIFA is trying to protect its stars. This guy is a huge star. Will you take a call against such a star? Do you actually have the mettle to go ahead and take a call against such a star? Because he gets you eyeballs, he gets you viewership, he gets you sponsors queuing up for him. This will be a real controversy, because if you take action against him, the Uruguayans will cry foul. There will be fan violence. This is a Latin American World Cup. Can you do that? So a lot of questions, Shiv, but if he is a repeat offender, he doesn't have a place in the football.
Boria Majumdar is still with us. Boria, Nigeria need to win this to qualify. Could there be an upset on the cards?
It's a difficult one to ask from Nigeria. Having said that, you really want the African team to do well, don't you? Ivory Coast, what a shocker there. Last minute, they've gone out of the World Cup. Cameroon is already gone. Algeria perhaps hanging in there. Nigeria, you want Asian teams and African teams to also contribute and make this into a global World Cup, and not only Latin America to run with it. Having said that, it's Lionel Messi you are against. You want the world's top player to be there, because these stars galvanize opinion, polarize opinion, get the fans there. It's a difficult one for Nigeria, Shiv. All said and done, I don't think Argentina is a one-man army. Angel, Di Maria, Higuain, Aguero, it's a solid team. They've not done well so far, but they definitely have it in them to shine on their day.
But having said that, Boria, Argentina's World Cup so far has been about Messi with those 2 sensational goals. A lot really rests on his shoulders. Do you think with his good form, Argentina could perhaps make it through?
See, one expects Argentina to improve from here on. The first thing that you needed to do, qualification, is over. You have now qualified for the last 16. Now it's the business end of the competition. You cannot afford a hiccup. One hiccup means pack your bags and go home. They know the conditions, they know the weather, they know the climate, they've got the players, so why not? I expect the Argentinians to improve.
Boria, you mentioned this just now, but just to delve on that just a little bit more, this complete over-dependence on Messi. Do you think Aguero and Di Maria and other players have it in them, to burden, to shoulder some of the burden now?
Yes, they have it in them, Shiv. If you see the performances for their club, whether it's the Spanish clubs, the Real Madrids and the Manchester Cities of the world, You see, these players have done extremely well in their own capacities. So there is no question why they can't do it for Argentina, especially when they have Lionel Messi to play by their side.
Yeah.
So why not? Of course they have it in them. The question is, are they playing as a cohesive unit? Are they combining well? Can they do it together? Can they gel? Argentinians will have to answer all of these questions, because otherwise it can soon be the end of their story, and they don't want that to happen at any cost.
Well, is it going to be Messi-centric? It's certainly a match to look out for. The other one that's going to be interesting, it promises to be a good match, is France taking on Ecuador. While France has almost sealed a berth in the pre-quarters, Ecuador still has an outside chance of qualifying for the knockout stage.
Right, Boria is still with us. Boria, France has been absolutely sensational this time. Break it down for us. What have they got right?
Rishika, you're absolutely spot on. Before the competition, we didn't give them any points. We were all saying, can these Frenchmen do it? I mean, this is not the Zidane side, or even the side of the 1990s with Thierry Henry and Patrick Vieira and the others. But Didier Deschamps' side are doing it really well. Karim Benzema in red-hot form. And the number of strikes they're getting, multiple people scoring, that is the difference. You want me to point to one difference? That is the difference, say, between a France and an Argentina, a Holland and an Argentina. France and Holland, they've got multiple people to score, and score from any situations. And that is the problem between several sides and these two. Because, the others, they don't have real strikers. They're not being able to score. Take England. But in this case, the French have many people who can score goals. That's why you've seen them score so many. And I don't think Ecuador stands a chance against the French.
You're absolutely right, Boria. Nobody really gave them much of a chance. They've been sensational this time round. But at the end of the day, this is a team, let's face it, without the talismanic Frank Ribéry, not many gave them much of a chance. Is it possible, in your view, Boria, that they can continue this form?
See, it's not been the most difficult group for France, so you've got to take that into account. I mean, the teams they have beaten are not the best teams in the world, but now it will become difficult from the round of 16 onwards. It's a million-dollar question. Can they continue in this vein? Yes, without Frank Ribéry, their talisman, it's difficult to go on.
Yeah.
But in this form, you don't know, because once you build momentum, momentum is an incredible thing. Once you have it with you, you can just go all the way, because you start to believe that it's all possible. Ultimately, it's about self-belief, because the difference between the top sides are very, very little. So in that case, if you really have the belief and the zeal and the desire and the passion and that fire in your belly, Shiv, that I want to win it, perhaps the French can.
Well, that's really all it's about. It's about the killer instinct. They didn't get an outside chance, but they've really proven to be a sensational side this time around. Boria, that's a wrap on today's Carnival 2014. Thank you so much for joining us live. Rishika and I, of course, will be joined by Boria every day at 8:30 right through the World Cup.